State of New California, notice to all Californians, Grievance number 52. It is January 22nd, 2019. We're in Vista, California at the county courthouse. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence, January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long trend of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for the continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The counties of New California bring forward 95 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Grievance number 52, Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. People of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government is in direct violation of the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. United States Constitution, Article 6, Section 2. This Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Targeting law enforcement is now the order of the day. All law enforcement officers in California are now targeted for death. California's tyrannical governor, the monoparty government, along with their associates at the county and city levels, have painted targets on the chests of California law enforcement in their quest to make the state the most lawless and tyrannical government of any state in the Union of States. U.S. citizens and their law enforcement protectors have been denied their constitutional rights under Article 4, Section 4, and Article 6, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution by the state of California in an attempt to destabilize civil society. Article 4, Section 4 is known as the Guarantee Clause of the U.S. Constitution. The state and federal governments must provide to the citizens of the United States the three elements of Article 4, Section 4. 1. Republican form of government. 2. Protect each of them against invasion. 3. protection against domestic violence. Article 6, Section 2, Supremacy Clause is the article in the U.S. Constitution that binds the Union of States together. It is the supreme law of the land. In the last month, the citizens of California buried two of their finest law enforcement officers following two senseless killings. The murders of Newman, California Corporal Renil Singh and Davis, California Officer Natalie Corona occurred in a lawless state environment in which sanctuary states and general lawlessness and criminal behavior is legalized by the government apparatus. California's Constitution has been modified over 530 times since its adoption in 1879. Modifications to the Constitution include propositions to redistrict state assembly, Senate, and federal seats to the House of Representatives, top two candidates, primary system, 11-month legislature, and the system to limit the terms of office for state legislatures and the governor. These major modifications to the California Constitution have over the last 50 years created a totalitarian governance system conducive to corruption and lawlessness from the state capital to the smallest of municipalities. Combined with Soviet-style regionalism and the rise of the bureaucratic establishment have opened the door to corruption on a scale never before seen in United States history. The corruptors who have opened the door have invited criminals from all over the world to create lawlessness against the citizens of the United States living in California. Now these same international corruptors are targeting California law enforcement officers tasked with protecting and serving their communities. Utilizing the mechanisms of the corrupted state government, laws enabling criminal cartels have been put in place that force law enforcement agencies and their officers actively to expose themselves and the citizens of the United States living in California to life-threatening circumstance. Insurrection. The United States, the government of California, the current governor, and monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a United States federal law that governs the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion, illegal acts and tactics. Utilizing Marxist, Leninist, and Maoist revolutionary tactics, the California governor, monoparty system, and local government officials support and celebrate these tactics as a means to introduce and subvert all aspects of California government and civil society in an attempt to destroy the state of California and break down the sovereignty of the Union of States of America. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with the communist state executive, instituted wherever the current communist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very Union of States which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting communist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and local elected officials is evidence of abdication of the responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. Citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com is the website. The phone number is 877-828-2753.